Alright, welcome back to another episode. In the last episode, we defeated Bale on Hell mode, so we've unlocked the mapping portion of the game. So we are going to run Trojan Jungle. It's good for our physical and fire. They don't have a lot of those immunities or resistances, so it's a pretty good map for us. But the affix that rolled on top for the slam was the Succubus Witches, which cast Amplify Damage. So that made this a pretty difficult map, I'd say. There's not a lot of elemental damage, but my resistances were very high. Over 200 lightning resistance, just in case there's a conviction aura like we saw here. And this one is coupled with the fanaticism aura, so yeah, the maps are dangerous because of the rarity and dangerous because of the density. But when you get two of those mobs with auras and they stack on top of each other, then all the mobs can get pretty powerful pretty quick, and you are pretty dangerous, risking your life out there. So there I got pretty close to dying. I think I went to about 400 health, so just a little bit under half, but it can happen that quick. And I'm not really even sure what was hitting me that hard. It seemed like maybe the witches, with their physical attack, maybe two of them popped me. But this map doesn't have too many mobs that you have to worry about. They've got some council members. The quill rats can hit pretty hard, and the death beetles make sure there's some lightning resistance there. But this map overall isn't too difficult. My build can handle it. But you can see here there's a might pack, and my mercenary, who's tankier than me, got killed from about 60% in one hit. So, you know, Amplify Damage we pretty much had on our character the entire map, and with a might aura like that and an Amplify Damage curse, you know, that could be it. So we were taking this extremely slow. It took us about an hour and 10 minutes, maybe an hour and 15 to clear the whole map, which, you know, it was good to get into the PD2 content, into the new stuff that's in the game, but at what cost? An hour and 10 minutes is too slow for a map. So we ended up going back and farming up a little bit. Our weapon was still pretty bad here, so we need some upgrades just to make sure the kill speed is high enough so it's worth it to do all this. But mapping is where we want to be. Better drops, better loot, and we did it. So, you know, happy we did it. But we're fighting the boss here, and clearing his room. We're gonna do the magic find trick again, switching out the gear. But I did want to make sure that the entire room was cleared, because it's dangerous enough on the normal bosses, and I just didn't want to die being greedy, getting the magic find gear on for the map boss. We did take a brief moment earlier in the video to just check our stats. We saw our FHR was a little bit low, and I didn't want to get stun locked and not be able to heal myself with the rejuvenation potion. So I just changed up the gear a little bit. I was overcapped on the 105 FCR breakpoint, so there were some free points I could take off in some gear and switch out for the FHR, and I think we were able to do that with some charms as well. But we got a Hellcast, and now that we've taken on the boss, we kind of knew our back was safe. We always had an egress window, and I was willing to see what I could do, pick up the speed. We got a Hellslayer here. Not the best one, but it's one for the Grail. Still waiting on a pull rune. Like I said, we needed a upgrade for the weapon, and we had found the Vex already, the harder part for the Heart of the Oak, and could not find a pull rune. So I figured as soon as we would get that pull rune, we'd have a pretty big power spike, and maybe we'll come back to mapping after that. So I'm asking myself the same question here, like, shouldn't I just be running Hell Chaos Sanctuary? Probably get more drops, and it'll be safer overall. So just some of the considerations. I do want to get into mapping and keep mapping as much as I can, but that seemed overall a little too dangerous and a little too slow to keep up. So thanks for coming with me. That's the first map of the series, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.